Well, hello everyone. If you'd like to see my spring racing dress completed in the beautiful Johanna Ralph fabric, stay tuned. Hello everyone, I'm Deb and this is DB Design and Sewing Australia. Welcome to all my subscribers and welcome to anybody who is new. Today I've come to show you the completed dress. Now this is a Fredy Wrap dress by the Bold One, which is a New Zealand pattern maker. Her name is Freedom. And I am so happy with this dress. And what I did do was, I made the teal one. I did put the belt in the right place because Freedom contacted me and told me, yes, I did put it in the right place and that she's altering the instructions or updating the instructions really. And so this time I put it down much lower. Here's my pocket here. So last time I did it, it probably started up there, and just that little bit of difference has made a really big difference. And it's probably because I'm old and so my bust is lower down. It may not be like that on other people. So the process in making the dress is you sew the princess seam. So it's got princess seams front and back, and you then top stitch them down, which is a nice effect on a princess seam. It means that your seam's not ever trying to decide which way it should lie. Because I do have a certain way that I like to press it. And with mine, I actually press it towards the center. And I press it. So first of all, when I've sewn the seam, I steam the seam so that the stitching is set in place. Then I press over to the side that I'm going to top stitch down on. Make sure I've got my hand underneath it on the machine the whole time so that it doesn't flip over the other way. So just making sure it's really in place before I do the top stitching. And I must say, a princess seam in a cotton type of dress or a linen type of dress sits really nicely if it's top stitched down. Of course, in an evening dress, in a crepe dress or something like that, you wouldn't do that. But in this case, that's what I did. So it's actually, so when we look at it here, and so in my mind, it's really important that you always press it to the same side. So when you're looking at top stitching, there's the top stitching there and there. They both have to be going in the same direction. They're both on the inside of the seam. So this is the dress. I altered where the belt was. Still got the beautiful pockets. You can see it slightly in. These pockets sit really flat and they're not actually attached to anything. They're a free pocket, and I'm finding that they don't move around, and in this fabric they don't drop or droop either. Sometimes in a rayon get like a little bit floppy inside, and this is the puff sleeve I did. So this is the short puff sleeve. I haven't yet received my bag frame to make my bag, so I have to make my bag, and then it's the races, so I probably should do something on a hat, but I don't even wear hats. Well, not for that reason. I might wear a woolen hat because it's freezing, and it's still freezing. I don't really wear hats or fascinators, or no, my hair's just looking weird anyway. Because I've got a really short neck, so you look like a mushroom. So I sort of steer away from hats. I would wear a sun hat if it's sunny, but I have got a hat box, and I saw it this morning in a wardrobe, and I have got a few different hats in there, and I have put beads on them before, and so it's one of them is a natural coloured hat, or like a cream coloured hat that you can put embellishments on. So it's sort of like the frame of a hat. I think it's got beads on it at the moment, but I could easily just take those off. Should I put a band around it? Should I put a bow on it? I probably won't even put it on my head, because you know what happens then when you want to take your hat off. Your hair looks like a wreck. So still haven't decided on the hat thing. Just waiting on the bag frame to make a really cute bag to go with it. And as my phone is really, really heavy, it's really heavy. And I think that's the iPhone 17 Max Pro or something like that. And I bought it for the camera. And I sometimes use that as a camera, but not all the time. I'm wondering if I should make actually a separate little bag to put my phone in, so that it's not weighted on the handbag. So we will wait and see. I hope I can remember how to make those bags again with the frames. I'm not sure if it's one that has the stitching as well, or anyway, I'll take you through it when I get it, so that you can see how easy it is to make bags. Those sort of bags with the frame, really, really easy. And I don't know where my glue is, and it's probably dried out because it's so long since I've made it. But this is a beautiful dress. I will insert photos, and I will insert a little video. I know, it's hard to believe that I actually managed to do a video. I'll just sit over this side so I can pop it in there, so you don't see my iron, bottles of water. What else have I got? Student's sewing machine that I was fixing up for her. Overlocker, denim sewing machine, other sewing machine over that side. And I have just vacuumed my room twice, because I made a fluffy hoodie, and I also made I cut out a coat. So this is the beautiful dress. It's the Fredy Wrap dress by the Bold One, and the gorgeous fabric is a Johanna Ralph fabric, which is being launched tomorrow. So tomorrow being Monday, by Maaidesign. In the description, I've added the information on the Maaidesign website. I've also added a link to an Instagram. I don't know if it's called a post, a video. I'm not very good at Instagram. In fact, I'm terrible at it. I don't even know how to tag people in it. Not unless it magically picks someone up that it knows who it is. I've got no idea how to use it. I'll have to get lessons from my children, or possibly grandchildren. But I have managed to put a link to a video that Micah from Maaidesign has put out, and in that video, and it's the only place I can find an image now, is of the French terry, the blue, and I don't want to call it white because it's not white, it's not even off-white, it's just a really natural colour, the blue and slightly off-white. French terry. Check out that link and have a look on Instagram, because that French terry is beautiful. I just love that colour, and I was thinking a beautiful short-sleeved wind cheater because I'm always cold. I'd wear it in summer. I don't mind t-shirts that are thick. You know, sometimes you get that really good quality knit that's quite thick for a t-shirt, even though it's a cotton jersey or something like that. Some they are all different weights. I do like a weightier one. So I was thinking I could easily wear a French terry top well into summer. Except maybe when it's 40 degrees, and I like it when it's 40 degrees. But so this is the gorgeous fabric. It's so beautiful. It feels so lovely on. So just be aware that I think all of this fabric is going to sell out really quickly. When you're thinking about spring, making good dresses, you know, this would also be a lovely dress to wear to a wedding as a wedding guest. Really, really pretty. You know, some beautiful fabric. Don't forget, Johanna Ralph fabric is launching tomorrow by Maaidesign. Get on there and have a look. Sign up to the newsletter, and they tell you about promotions that they're having coming up, sales, all that sort of thing. All of that is really useful. I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. Just loving this fabric. I will talk to you all soon because I have been sewing and making other things. Everybody have a great weekend. Don't forget about Johanna Ralph launch tomorrow. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.